Hi. A very common question that we get asked, and I thought I'll make a video out of this, is how big or small can a machine vision system inspect? So in other words, how small can a component get for a vision system to work, and how large of an object can a machine vision system actually inspect? Hi, my name is Raghava Kashyapa, CEO of Qualitas Technologies, and I'm going to break this down for you in terms of what is the minimum or maximum physical dimension that a machine vision solution can be applied. Well, before we get into the details, let's look at the machine vision process as two parts. There's an image acquisition system, which is responsible for actually acquiring digital images, and then there's the image processing system, which analyzes the images that have been taken from any kind of digital camera to perform some analysis and come up with a result or a computation. Now, if you look at the image processing part, it actually works on just an image. So the image is some kind of a digital matrix which pixels from the horizontal axis and the vertical axis. And in between, there are a bunch of pixels. So when you're talking about a 2 megapixel image or a 1 megapixel image, you're talking about 2 million pixels representing that entire image. So whether you're inspecting a microorganism which is a few microns big, or you're inspecting a planetary body which is thousands of kilometers big, at the end of the day, the image processing system is only looking at that 2 megapixel image or a 1 megapixel image, which is this consistent well across these two examples. So there's no difference from an image processing perspective. But the image acquisition system obviously has to be designed so that you're able to capture these images to arrive at the right field of view. And this is probably where some optical as well as machine vision design, physical design comes into the picture. So when it comes to the image acquisition system, it really depends on what kind of optics or physical image acquisition hardware that you're deploying to acquire those images. So this is where you got to use some kind of optical design skills, or use some practical way to acquire those images. So if you're looking at a microscopic body, then obviously you need to have a very high zoom optics to be able to image the microorganism. On the flip side, if you're trying to image, let's say, the moon or some kind of planetary body, you need to have a very large telescopic optics to be able to image something with such a large working distance. So the optics is what really differentiates how big or how small of an object you're able to acquire. So in summary, there's really no restriction in terms of how small or how large an object can be inspected using a machine vision system, especially from an image processing perspective. The real question is whether you're able to use the right image acquisition components to physically image an object using cameras to arrive at the right clarity for your inspection requirements.